Well, hi everybody. It's Kelly. I was talking on the phone with a friend of mine last night, and we were trying to come up with different ideas, and she suggested Twinchies. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I showed her my Twinchie box. Okay, all of these are Inchies and Twinchies that are just backgrounds. All of these. Okay, those are my Inchies. That's a Twinchie, obviously. Twinchie, that one's not mine. I didn't do that one. And I didn't make that one. But a lot of these are just backgrounds. You see that? Now, if you're not doing a Twinchie and an Inchie swap, okay, why did I make all of these, right? Well, I was watching a video that said, you know, use your scraps. Make Inchies, make Twinchies, you know. So I have some shaving foam paper here, and I have just paper that I glued to random cardboard boxes, like cereal boxes or cracker boxes. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking at all of these, and you know, what are they doing just sitting in a box? Just doing what? Absolutely nothing, right? And I even have some blanks because I had some extras. And when you find yourself with that strip of paper left over from a beautiful piece of scrapbook paper that you were using, you're thinking, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? It's too pretty to throw out, you know. For example, I had this piece left over, okay? I used part of the sheet to do the inside of my, my friendship journal, okay? See right there. But this is what I had left from the bottom, or the top, or wherever it was. The top, I guess. But would you really want to throw that away? I mean, that would make a good bookmark. It could make a great, you know, piece in a journal. It's already lined horizontally. I mean, what could you do with it? Okay, so then you've got strips like that. But then you also have extras like this. This is the one that did the back side of the back inside cover. I did this one on my journal. So what would you do with this? Well, that's really pretty, right? I love the colors. They're so vibrant. I'm not really big into pink, but, you know, there's green in there. There's a couple different shades of green and white, and it looks like some red. And okay, so, you know, you've still got these scraps. Now, some people will use their scraps for embellishments. You know, I got this idea off of watching one of Stacy at pinkpoodlecraft.com. Why did I say .com? At Pink Poodle Craft, yeah. You know, using the leftover strips of paper when you're decoupaging or whatever. You know, so I was doing that. I even have a couple of, you know, ones that I didn't do anything embellishing to. I just stapled them together, you know. But what are you going to do with all of these scrap pieces of paper that are so pretty that you just don't want to throw away? Well, I have another, oops, I'm holding it too high. I have another suggestion. I know, and here we go, right? Well, I've been told that you can get these at your Home Depot or your Lowe's or Menards or whatever home improvement store you have in your area. They're called vent covers. They're magnetic. You can use those. You can use the magnetic locker sheets that Walmart and Dollar Store and everybody else sells at the beginning of the school year. Or you can just actually go out and buy magnets, which is a lot more expensive. I had some scrap magnets somewhere and I can't find it, so I'm going to have to open up a new roll which kind of bums me out because it's my last roll. But I got a roll right here of sheets of magnet. I bought 5 of them at the time because they were on sale from $25 a roll down to $5 a roll. And I thought that would be, when I first got it, I thought it would be a great idea to put on my wall or something and just, you know, magnetize things to the wall. But I found a whole bunch of easier ways to, or more productive ways to use it. So what I'm going to do is give you yet another way to use like all your leftover Inchies and Twinchies. Now, my favorite thing, whoops, oh wow, I've ripped the magnet. That's surprising. My favorite thing is backgrounds, okay? I'm not really super good at you know, doing the foregrounds. Every once in a while I get lucky. See, and this comes off in small strips. Let me pull this piece out. It doesn't look, ouch! It doesn't look very small, but there's 2 or 3 more sheets in that roll. So I'm going to put that one aside because this is going to be way, way too much for us today. Okay, I've kind of got a mess on my desk, but that's okay. Now, since this is rolled obviously one way, I'm going to turn around and roll it the other way. But when I was doing, there was a challenge I was doing at Christmas, and I forget, honestly, which challenge it was. Or I was just crafting on my own, because I hadn't started my channel yet. I didn't start that until, let's see, it's April, 2 months ago. So, this is, you know, only my 2nd month of videotaping. Okay, that kind of squirted away a little bit. Alright, now, what you can do, now, okay, this one is, I believe her name is Tammy Swan. I can't read her writing on the back. That's what it looks like, okay? She titled this series Graffiti. I absolutely am in love with her series Graffiti. She's got some more. I've showed it on another Happy Mail. You see that? Let me see one of her others that I really, really like. She did one with Crackle. Whoops. I mean, she's fabulous. I absolutely love it. Well, you know, I don't want to keep these locked away where I can't ever get a chance to see them. See, I like that one too. So, what I propose to do is, and you can use your paper cutter for this. Now, I should have had that one out, but let me grab it real quick. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Now we know we're doing Twinchies. So let's see. Yeah, I have a mess and I apologize. Okay, so let's see what we can get out of where I ripped it. Well, that's not going to help, is it? I got to get the bigger one. Okay, 1 second. But if you think about it, you could do a whole bunch of different things with your Twinchies. Okay, for example, say you're making wedding invitations. All right, do the save the date on a Twinchie. Okay, you know, save the date. So and so and so and so is getting married on such and such a date. All right. Well, most people, you know, will remember that, and a lot of them oh, I'm doing it backwards. A lot of them will forget. But what if they had a magnet on the refrigerator that said save the date? So that, to me, would be pretty cool. Right? Okay, so I'm doing this, like, wrong. You put that out there. There we go. There's 2 inches. Alright. And we'll set this one aside. Alright, now we'll cut these down to 2 inches. But you got the save the dates. Then you've got something maybe you want to throw into a Christmas card. You know, you do a little Christmas Twinchie, put a magnet on the back, and boom, they can think about you all year long. Instead of just, you know, the once-a-year Christmas card that some folks get. Baby showers, wedding showers, bachelorette parties. You know, you can pretty much theme it to anything you want. Like, say you have your kitchen decorated in blacks and whites. You can design your Twinchies to match your kitchen, blacks and whites. You can do holiday ones. I did some for Halloween, and I did some for Christmas last year. You know, so everybody's making Inchies and Twinchies lately, but who knows what to do with them after they're done. And you can always use them as mosaic tiles in a journal. Okay, that one's a little bit small, but we're just going to set that aside because you never throw that away. Never, never, never. All right. So now I've got me a stack of magnets. Okay. Now that one strip gave me 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5, and then probably 3/4 or 5/8, something like that. Whatever that is. Okay. So we'll set that little one aside. Alright, so in fact, hold on one second, and I will go get what I did for Halloween. I already put the Christmas ones away, but I can show you some of the Halloween ones. Okay, I'm back. And you know how sometimes you have that one strip left over that's neither 2 inches or 1 inch wide, and you've got like this 1.5-inch strip? There's no rule saying you can't use that as a tile, or, you know, as an inch, or you can cut it down to make an inchy if you want, or just cut it 1.5 by 1.5 or 1 1/4, whatever it is, by itself, and use it as a magnet. But these are some of the Halloween magnets I was making. I think I remember why I was making them. It's because we were doing pocket letters. You know. And on the back is a magnet. I made a Halloween Twinchie and stuck it on the back with a magnet. This is another one I did. And then, see, this one wasn't quite a Twinchie and wasn't quite an Inchy. And then I've done others that, in styles that I like. I just layered some circles over a Twinchie that I made. Used some die cuts and stuck them out the edge. Make them look, you know, like there's greenery around it. Put a little bit of glitter on it and let it go. That was that, you know. But, so, you know, you don't have to follow the 1 inch by 1 inch or the 2 inch by 2 inch rule. Because obviously, if you look, this one actually looks like it's about the same size as this one, which it is. The little piece that I had cut left over. So you can imagine that's what I did with the piece left over around Christmas time. And you can make them as big or as small as you want. Like I said, I have all of these leftover Twinchies and Inchies, and usually when I have a scrap of paper, for instance, I cut up a lot of them, so I'm just going to have to dig for one. Okay, for instance, somebody's painting paper, or a painting paper. That to me is perfect Twinchie material. And like those top strips of those paper pads you get where you have to actually, you know, tear out from the perforated edge. You know, I mean, it's your imagination. That's what does it. You know, things like this. This isn't quite 2 inches wide. See that? But it doesn't matter. I've got all these little pieces left over. But they're part of my painting papers, part of somebody else's painting papers that they sent me. I don't want to throw those out. I think they look pretty cool. And it's so easy that it makes you wonder. So let me put these out of the way. All right. And for an example, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Because I really like this one. I'm into simplicity. Okay. Simple elegance. That's what I like. And this to me is simply, it's elegant. It's not over the top. It's not nothing. Now, you can use hot glue if you want. I don't bother. I use double-faced tape because it works just as well. And it is so easy, you're going to smack yourself in the forehead and go, gosh, why didn't I think of that? Because I remember somebody was asking me one time, well, what do you do with Twinchies once you make them, you know? And you can tile the outside of a journal cover. You can make magnets like I'm saying, like I'm doing now. Okay, and I'm going to put one in the middle. All right. You can make magnets to suit your kitchen. You can cover them with ultra thick and we'll glue them to a piece of cork board, you know, in any pattern you like, and then cover them with a really heavy, thick enamel and use them as kitchen trivets. You know, there are so many ways that you can use your Twinchies. They don't have to be just some little art tile that sits on a corner looking pretty somewhere. Okay, now you see that? All I do is I line up my Twinchie. And I press down. And guess what? I have a magnet. Now, if I wanted, I could take a word. Let's see, what does that make me think of? Let's see. Hot mess? No. Tell the tale? Pish posh. Let's do pish posh. Alright. Now, okay, I was not as prepared as I thought I was, so let me grab something that I threw away last night because I don't have another one handy. Here it is. When I get these itty bitty words, I don't want to just put them on white, right? I made a bunch more alcohol markers last night. And I'm still waiting for it to, I'm still waiting for them to settle. But let's see. I like that one, and I think I want to do that in purple. So I got my shipment of bottles in from that A company across the pond, I guess. Anyways, we can't say that name on YouTube or you get your video booted. Where is... Ah, I went sideways, that's why. Okay, so I'll squirt a little bit in a plastic container, and then I'll just take my word, and I'll just kind of run it through it a little bit. And yeah, it doesn't quite do the edges because alcohol ink likes to sink in, but that's okay. And never trust the sticky on a sticker, okay? So I always run a glue stick or Fabri-Tac or whatever I have open handy on any sticker that I'm using. So I'll do that. Pish posh. And to me, that's as simple as it can get. Now, if you wanted, you can take the edge and run it through, you know, and give it a little bit more of a matching. But your alcohol ink tends to dry up fast, so if you're going to do that, do it fast. But there we go. You see? Something simple. And now I have a new magnet from my fridge. So let's do a couple more, and then we'll move on to something else. Actually, since we've already done and gone that way, let me move the ones that are already done and get to the ones that are just backgrounds. Okay, for example, like this is just a background. This is just a background. This was done on cardboard of some, whoops, well, I broke the seal on that one. Yeah, see, something from Shanghai, China. I wonder what I used to glue that with. Sure didn't stay. So let's try this one. This is Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength Glue Stick. And let's put this one back on. There we go. Melissa did a good job. Okay, so now that we've got just a background, I'm really going to hate my trash can behind me. I think we're going to have to put a hook right here or something. Put it on my bedroom door. Oh, maybe I can reach it that way. Okay. So what do we want to do? It's got blue flowers, kind of paisley-ish. I don't know if you can see that. The light might be a little too bright, so let's put it that way. Okay, it's very subtle, but I want to add a little bit more. So I'm looking at my sprays. These are my alcohol sprays. I'm going to move this because I know it's going to get all over. Oh, did I tell you the other day when I was alcohol spraying stuff? I actually sprayed inside my coffee. Ew. Okay, don't do that on purpose. Well, don't do it on accident either. But yeah, that was like quite gross. And it messed up a perfectly good cup of coffee. You know, a lot of people will say if you spill your beer, that's sacrilege. No, that's how I feel about coffee. So I'm going to put one of my cutting mats right here so I don't spray everything. I'm thinking I might put one of these dies in here as well. Whoops. These die cuts that I made yesterday or somebody had given me, I forget. Alright, so we're on dark blue. Oh yeah. See, look. Even though I was pointing it straight down, it still got all over my mat. Which is okay because I like colored things. And because they are alcohol also, they dry relatively quickly. And let's see if I can get a little bit more depth. Oh, come on. There we go. See, we could even get the outside edged. Alright, and while I was at it, I figured why waste the extra, and I'll just throw some of that in there. Okay. Now some of these, like I said, I just made them last night, so they're not quite ready. When I make my alcohol inks with the Sharpies, I usually do it that way. Alright, well since we already did this one like that, kind of like that, so let's just glue that to it. Whoops. Okay, and we will glue that down right here like this. Now, it may be too monochromatic, but when we get the rest of it in there, you'll see. Kind of disappears in there, doesn't it? I had to get rid of that big bag. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to put these in another one. There's a hole in this one. I don't want them to dry out. But that's okay. Let's see. Put a piece of tape over it. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Now I've got a baby wipe. Wipe off the excess glue. Use a dry towel to dry that off. When I was putting my alcohol inks together last night, the rest of them, I ended up with this really pretty paper towel. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that would make great decoupage. Okay, so we've got that on there. What else do we want to do? Oh, I know what we can do. This is from one of my dies. It's already colored, so let's cut off a snip, or snip off a cut. Let's do a cutting. There we go. Might have ought to have done that one first, huh? Okay, let's see. No, let's kind of do it opposite like this. Okay. Well, like I said, we're making magnets right now. Paper towel to dry. Alrighty, let's see if we can get another little piece in there. Maybe this one. That might work. Alright, and then, do we want a word on that? We can if we want. I don't know about those. Another craft cheat is you can make your own words on your computer and print them out. You don't have to wait and buy, you know, all the... let's do this one. And since we're doing blue, let's give it a different... Let's do purple. Alright, now here we go again. Don't want my coffee getting alcohol inked again. Okay. And since I only needed a little bit, I only did one spray. Oh, see, now that's pretty. Exotic. And we will run it across the glue stick. And put exotic right there. No, I don't want it cockeyed. There we go. Then if you want, you can put like a shimmer spray over it, which I think I'm going to use my own glimmer spray. I've got it titled Watermelon LA Shadows Glimmer Spray with Alcohol. Okay, so that is going to go right there. And again, I'm going to put this up. Okay. Now, you won't be able to see the shimmer on that until it dries. But you might be able to see a little bit. But that's okay. Because actually what happened is when I used the shimmer spray, it brought some of the ink that was already on there, the alcohol ink, to kind of fade in around the blue foliage that I put in there, and now it makes it stand out. At least a little better than it did. Alright, and we can leave this one to set for a little bit. Okay, so that's one way. I let that dry before we put it on a magnet. Now, I've got this yummy bit of ink and spray and everything in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a plain white paper towel, crunch it up, and try and pick up what I can. There. Now you can't see that very well, but there's some purples, some blues, and some pink shimmer. And I'll set that aside. Okay, now say you're going for a theme. Somebody got a new, haven't had a new baby, or had a new baby. All babies are new. Got a new puppy, or, you know, a housewarming present or something. That would be great. Give them a set of magnets that are tailored just to them. You know, like one person's kitchen might be blue and marble, which I think would be really pretty. Alright, so let's grab another one. And let's grab, I don't know about a solid. Let's grab one of the shaving cream tiles, whatever. And we'll cut a piece to match. Alright, this is my brick wall die. I love using it as a stencil as well. That's why you can see it's got spray on it. Okay, that's good enough. So let's go here and here. There. Now this one doesn't have a backing on it. So let's find that blank backing. Where is it? Oh, I know it's here somewhere. Oh. Here we go. Okay, here's a blank backing. So what we'll do is instead of gluing it, we're going to go ahead and just tape it for now, because the glue will take too long to set up. And another thing you can do with Twinchies or Inchies, or even, I guess they're now called Wrenchies, the 1.5 inch circles. I swear some of the names these art pieces are called just crack me up. Oh, I forgot one in the middle. They do. They just crack me up. So I can understand the Inchies and the Twinchies, you know, inch by inch, 2 inch by 2 inch. But with the circle and the 1.5 inch, they could have called that a cinchy for the circle. But I don't know. I don't have a circle punch, so mine went to the great circle punch rainbow bridge in the sky. I'll get another one eventually. I haven't felt the need to spend $15 on a circle punch. Ah, good grief. Come on. My nails have been breaking like crazy lately. I can't hardly do anything. See, my nails are usually like that. You know, they're fairly long. But they keep breaking. I don't know. I like this side better, so let's put this side down. And if you think your paper is bigger than your backing, start it in one corner and line up 2 sides. That way, whatever is left over, when you flip it, like this right here, Makes it easier to trim. This one's got an icky place on it. Oh, I bet that just landed in my copy. Oh, man. Nope, didn't get any paper pieces or cardboard pieces, so I guess that's a good thing. There we go. Now you can go about this one a couple of different ways. Now, what I do on a lot of projects when I make my brick wall and I use that, I only glue down pieces, usually the four corners, to make sure it stays. And there's a reason for that. Because while I can glue down the four corners, if they'll stay, the open inside can be used as a tuck spot. And see, no, I do not have any qualms about cutting up a die cut and using it whichever way I want. Because that's what they're for, right? They give you the start. What part did I just cut? Oh, that. Okay. They give you the start of what you can do with it, and you let your imagination run. So we don't want that. But we do need that, so let's cut some of the top down. There we go. And see, you can tuck which of course I'm going to glue after I tuck. Whoops. Well, that one kind of went wumper-jawed. Okay, we'll tuck that one in there. This one we'll have to add a little bit more glue to. Kind of tuck it behind and over. And this one. We'll tuck it right here. This other one. So, I mean, really there's no limit as to what you can do. You know how people can pass out business cards for their business? Well, why not put it on a Twinchie with a magnet on the back? You know, a lot of companies give out magnets, like your insurance company and usually the cable company. So put your information on a Twinchie and make a magnet out of it. There's so many different ways you can use the Twinchies. Now, no, I'm not done with that, but you get the idea, right? So let's try this one. I don't know about this one. See, this one will just tuck right in there. Oh, that'll be perfect. Okay. So let's just glue her up. So let's load her up. And then tuck it in there. And again, I'll say there's a whole plethora of things out there that you can do with this. Now I can spray this again if I want, you know, with another color, but I really don't want to. I think I'm going to let it set as it is, and I'm just going to, let me see, I'm just going to, oh, come on. There you are. Okay, now this is a Crayola watercolor pencil. So all I'm going to do, and I'm doing it in green, is I'm going to outline the flowers. And very lightly, not, uh-oh. See, now that glue did not want to work. Huh, I wonder if it's getting old. There we go. Okay. And like I said, just very lightly. I can't afford all those fancy watercolor pens and Inktense blocks and things like that. So I work with what I have. And it does me just fine. Now what'll happen is I could just leave it like that and let it go. But I'm really kind of curious to see how well the watercolor works for this. The only thing I'm worried about is whether the glue is, okay, it dries clear, it's acid free. It does not say whether it's water soluble or not, so we'll see. If worse comes to worse, I'll just spray the top of the Inchie with an acrylic enamel, which I bought when I first did my pencils, or my painting. My very first painting, and my daughter just says, "Poop," takes it out of my hand. Okay, so let's see if this works. Come on. There we go. Okay, so let's just see if this, oh, it does work a little bit. Kind of gives it some pizzazz, which is good because I don't want a whole lot, just enough to kind of blend that in a little. The only thing I don't like about the Crayola watercolors is pencils is you cannot blend out the line they make. I mean, it takes some serious effort, and by the time you're done, you've pretty much watered down the color you wanted there in the first place. So, but if you need a pinch of color in a spot, then they're okay. Yeah. That was the only thing I was kind of disappointed on. Because I've always liked Crayola products. But since I've been getting into the art world and been introduced to a whole bunch of different brands, I still feel like a kindergartner sometimes. Come on. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to pause you for just a minute, and I'm going to go refill my coffee. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. And see, I'm not even really happy with that. That's not quite how I want it to be. So let's try and see if we can do something with the edges, maybe. No, I don't want... Well, I don't feel like getting up, so we're going to go this way again. That's the only bad thing. And we're on a blue, so let's get a blue. And I'm going to try phthalo blue, but it's going to be watercolor this time, not alcohol. So let's see what we can do. About this. Okay. Let's see if we can get this to go through. Oh, now see, that's pretty. It's not quite as intense. There we go. Okay, so does that give it any more character? A little bit? Okay. Well, let's get our other one, the one we started working on. Okay, we'll crumble that up and we'll just wipe up the blue. And then when you uncrumble it, you get it a little bit everywhere. Okay. So what else can we do to this? I'm thinking the way I got it set up, probably not much of anything. Unless I want to just stick a butterfly on it. Now, I could do that. But you see what I'm doing? I'm taking off the foam. Alright. Stay. And this time, I am going to use a little bit of hot glue. I'm going to put it right dead in the middle. Now, how's that? I know it kind of hides the flowers, but the flowers are peeking out behind it. And it's one of those kind of three-dimensional butterflies, so we can pull the wings up a little bit and make it look more 3D. So, okay, this one's dry. I still think we should put something on the front of those little flower things. Oh, wait, I know what. Let me see. Whoops, are they here? Are they here? They better be here because I just seen them. Okay, yes, I know. I kind of made a mess when I threw everything out of its box. So maybe if I put some of it away, I'll find what I want, right? See, I even made like 1.5 inches to go in the center of a Twinchie. And made them so that they would kind of fit. Cattywampus. Let's see. Move you out of the way. Oh, goodness gracious. So yeah, what do you do with all of these? I'm trying to give you some pointers. Actually, I'll probably dump them all out again in a minute, but for now, they're kind of in the way. Oh, see, now that one's pretty. Like I said, some of them are background. Some of them I'll probably even cover up because I didn't like the paper in the first place. That's why I figured they'd be great backgrounds for the Twinchies. But, you know, you never know. And Ah, here we go. Okay. I just need to clean up enough to find it, right? These little sticker pearls. Ah. I think they'd be really pretty as a center for the flower. Oh, come on. See, now that gives them a little bit of oomph. Oh, sounds like my dad's home. Quick, everybody, hide. Hide the booze. Hide the girls. Hide the drugs. I'm just kidding. And then one more. Ow. It's never over. The art is never finished until you say it's finished. Now, doesn't that make it look a little better with the pearls on it? Okay, come on, focus. There we go. Okay, unfocus. And okay, now we've made one magnet. Let's put this back over here because I really don't want to get burnt. Here we go. But these, like I said, these are just other ideas that you can use for leftover Twinchies. Honestly, I would love to make a mosaic, get a canvas board or a piece of cardboard and just make a big, huge mosaic around it of just my Twinchies. You know, with the backgrounds, you know, like maybe the pink and the greens. And throw in a couple purples and blues. And then just do something over on top of it. I think that would be really cool. Well, let's see. I'm going to go right there. Okay. And then a little piece in the middle. Okay. But yeah, so Twinchies, who'd have thunk it? You know, there used to be a big phase in the 70s, and I know in the 80s, and I know people still do it because I think it's beautiful, that mosaic art where they use broken china and cracked acrylic tiles or ceramic tiles, and, you know, they decorate the top of a table or a bar, or, you know, like one of those, anyway, those long counters that you would see at a bar. And they use those for decoration, and then they grout it or they just pour resin all over it. And I have been saving pennies and saving pennies and saving pennies because I want to do that with pennies and do like a whole table setup. Probably will make it heavier than all get out, but if the table is light enough, I might be able to get away with it. But I think that would be cool, a table covered with pennies, and, you know, I will get the rosin. I won't do grout, not around pennies. So I'll tell you what, grout is a pain in the butt. It really is. Okay. So we got 2 magnets done. We got 3 more, well, 2 more to do, because I'm just going to put this one on a magnet. And then we'll do something else with the extra Twinchies. Which is pretty cool because I just had another idea. You ever get those paper packs, and sometimes you get things in the paper pack that you just wouldn't use, and you just kind of throw it off to the side, and it just kind of builds up and builds up and builds up? Well, I have another way for you to use some of those things. Now me, I try to come up with creative ideas for just about everything. In fact, I'm going to have a challenge coming up for a winning, for a prize, to see what you guys can do. Let's get this off. Yeah, see, my nails have broke, and I can't get my edge under the tape, so it's making it more difficult. I said, remember, start it at the corner and go up one straight line. There we go. And see, I even have a little bit of extra magnet left over, which, yes, I will trim, because it would look better that way. Okay. And then you've got yourself another little magnet. Come on. There we go. And you can put stickles on them, glitter glue, more words. Me, I'm just trying to use what I have in different ways. Now see this piece that the butterflies came off of? I won't throw this away. I'll put this in my little, I have a shoe box off to the side that holds, wow, that holds packaging and stuff that I can use when I make tags or whatever else I use. I'll put that right there for now. But this is one red butterfly. I'm going to take the foamy off because I really have no idea what to do with her yet. Okay, so we've got two more magnets to do, and so let's go a different route. Let's try using here we go. Uh-oh, let me lift that so it doesn't tear. Okay, well, it did tear. I have another die that prints out, and if you really want to follow it, you can read it, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Anyways, this is one of those that I jelly printed, and then I ran the jelly print through the die cut machine because I wanted pieces of well, I'll just go right here then, I guess. Pieces of wording and dialogue and script and all of that nice fun stuff. So let's try it on this pink one. I think it's upside down. Nope, It was not upside down. That'll work. Okay, now see, when I first made these, it's been a while, I think I was using a regular old cheap glue stick, and it didn't stay, so I'm going to use the extra strong. And a lot of people, when they do like their mixed media mashups, they'll use that and cut them up for ATCs, or and then use the leftovers for Twinchies, or you know, whatever else. Uh-oh, I lost my pink. Did it drop? Oh, duh. It's right here. Duh. Anyway. Yeah, Bill. I forgot what I was saying, but that's okay. Now I'm just going to glue this whole thing to make sure the script stays down. Like I said, it dries clear. So now to me that is pretty. Okay, even though you can't read it. Now I haven't dug out any stamps. You know, you can use stamps if you want. Things like that. I'm just using what I have that's loose and available, so to speak. And I do have a piece of roll of washi tape here. Whatever I'm going to do with it, I don't know. No, that won't match. So let's see if we can throw some sequins on this. We'll have to figure out which ones. There's a squiggly. I kind of like that squiggly, but I really want some blue ones. So let's see if that's enough. Here's a cake. Okay, that's purple. There's blue. Oops, there's a blue. There's a bigger blue. Oh, there's a couple pinks. We'll throw a couple pinks in with that. Let's see how that works. Whoops. Gosh, these things are like pogs. You guys remember what pogs are? Used to be really big in the 80s. You know, you buy these little round, they're like chipboard pegs. They look like poker chips, about the size of poker chips. And you played pog with them, and you had to like flip them. I don't know, to see how far they would go or whatever. I have no idea. Okay. And we can use some, you know what? We could probably use the little ones in the centers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Let me find a couple more pink ones. That's orange. Oh, come on. There's got to be more pink ones here. Ah, that's kind of pink. I'm not seeing it. There's another kind of pink one. So maybe we'll do it that way. Oops. That's where that blue one went. Sorry this is taking so long, but trust me, it's a whole lot better in the long run to kind of clean as you go, because it's taken me almost a year to get myself organized, and that's just pure deal laziness. I can promise you that. Alrighty then, here we go. So that will go there. No, 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 no. Up. And then the pink one right in the center, because the glue will squish through. Ow, ow, ow. And hold the pink. So. Oh, come on. It's good. Whoops, there goes my glue gun. I'm really trying to do this nicely. Ugh. Okay. I really wish I had another pink one like this. Let me see. There's one. I know. I know. Oops. Oh gosh, I did not mean that. But I did find another. I did. Nope, none of those were that. Come on, where'd you go? There we go. Pink. No, that looks like a purple. What color is those? No, not those. Well, there it is. Pink. Yay! Okay, and the rest of you... Nah. I can go back in here. Oops. Okay, let me pause this so I can put this back together again. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But I finished up with all the sequins in the corners, so you didn't have to watch that. And then I found a glitter heart. I made of chipboard. It's a sticker, but I'm going to go ahead and add some more glue to it. And I'm going to put that one right in the middle. See that? Now, if you truly wanted, let me move this stuff out of the way. I've got these itty bitty nail gems that let me see what color would look good. It's got a pop. Let's do the number 2s. But before I use those, trust me, I got to use one of these. Uh-oh. I forget how to get this thing out. Oh, there we go. These little pick-me-up sticks. Oh, I should not have done that. Anyway. Yeah, I just wasted a bunch of that. But they're enough to just set one down. Pretty as you please. In the center. And give it one more little bitty layer. And they are itty bitty. But sometimes that's just the ticket. We need one more. Okay. Nope. I need to flip you. Oh, come on. Okay, this one wants to be difficult. There we go. Okay, it looks like it might be just a itty bit bigger than the others, but not by much, so. Oops, I did not mean that much. Let's do it over here then. Oh my gosh, I can't see that. There we go. There. Seemed a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be, but in the end, it's kind of worth it. So now you got the 3 layers. You can see that very well. Okay, and now we'll put it on the back of a magnet. Where did my tape go? Up there you are. Put that one in the middle. There we go. Oh, sorry about the lack of talking. But if you can think of any more ideas that would be great, you know, to use Twinchies for, or Inchies, art tiles, anything like that. The ones I think I've gone over today are Mosaic, which we'll probably do next. You know, magnets for a save the date for a baby shower, a wedding, whatever. And let's see how this goes. So we'll start it in the corner. And we'll line up one side. And then we'll lay it down. There we go. We've got ourselves another magnet. That's magnet number 4. And yes, I will trim off the extra magnet. Like I said, it makes it neater. Now, you can always, like I said, when you do this, and if you're thinking, you know, magnet along the lines, whatever, you know, you can put little frou-frous that stick out. And in fact, I think I might have, and I do. So let me grab that. Okay, I've got one single feather. And since we're going to do a feather, let's find one. Well, let's try a green one. Okay. Now with the feather, let me pull some of this trash out of the way. What else are we going to go with it? Oops, moved it over here. If we even really want to use the feather. I'm just saying, it's an option. We may not even use the feather. Actually, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I have an idea. That's as good as any. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to lay the feather down. And we're going to let that set for just a minute. And then one of the other pieces that I used, that I cut up, let's see. Nope, that's an Inchie, so we'll hold off on that one. Or should we do one with words? What do you think? One without or one with words? I think one without. Let's see if there's another one I'd rather use. I don't see any. Well, that one would be mighty awesome. Let me see. No. Okay, so we'll just stick with this one then. And because this is made out of, you know, the cardboard, I'm going to go ahead and glue it with the glue gun. And I'm going to glue it cockeyed or whimper-jawed. And see, there's still a feather sticking out. Okay, now what are we going to put in the middle? That's what's going to be fun. We can put one of these smaller ones in the middle, like an Inchie or something. This one's got a little bit of words on it. Kind of like that. What do you think? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to make sure the words weren't upside down in regards to the feather. Alrighty, so, okay, let's see what else can we put on this. We've got some buttons. I'll do some buttons. Oops. Okay. And that's a heart, so let's do some buttons. Wait a minute, I've got some charms and such. I wonder if we could just set one of those in the center. Okay, so maybe a button. Find a green one. Okay, let's look in here. If I can get it open. Ow! You know what? A pair of wings would go really good right there, I think. And I have some wings. Let's put that right there, right there. You, my good sir, go right back in there. Really don't want to slice my wrists reaching for my paint. Okay. I almost forgot what I was doing. See, I can't get distracted. That's just crazy. Where did the others go? Oh, booey, I know what I did with them. I put them in my steampunk envelope. Which, to be honest, I'm getting to the point where I'm going to stop looking to make it. There's one thing that's taken me a little while to get across, because I haven't been able to find anything that'll help me do what I want it to do. So I have a feeling I'm not going to do it that way. I'm still going to finish my steampunk project. No, that's too big. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be able to have one aspect of it the way I'd like. So, okay. And I think I can keep this button. And actually, I do want a green button because I couldn't find what I wanted. And when I did, it didn't fit. So, let's go back to this. Ow! Okay, so let's see. We need a green button. I have everything but. What is this one? Well, that's a green butterfly. But that would cover up the button. Okay, what about a green circular brad? Oh, that's way too big. Or maybe not green. Alright, hold on a second. That one might work. Okay. Now what I'm about to do is do not try this at home without parental guidance. These things may pop and hit you right in the eye. There. Now what I did was I cut the little arms off of the green brad I'm using. Yeah. Close that back up. There we go. Okay. Now it's kind of 3D. Oops, too high. It's 3D. The glue's got to set. There it goes. Okay. Yeah. And you can add a word to that if you want. You don't have to. Let me see if I can find one offhand really quack. Really quack. Yep, offhand really quack. Nope, I'm not seeing anything there that I like. Well, I'll use this one, but I'm not gonna ink it or anything. I will add glue because never trust the glue on a sticker. Never, never, never. This one says, stay real. Alrighty, and then we'll add it to the back of a magnet, or add the magnet to the back of it, and we shall be done. Now, don't forget, okay, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I just wanted to remind those of you who are, and even those who aren't, I can, tell you, go subscribe to my channel, look up my video for my 500 subby giveaway. Alright? Once I hit 500 subbies, and I've only got a couple more to go, it's like maybe 35, I think. I need 35 more subbies. Is when I'm going to do the giveaway. Now, I posted in that video what was going to be in the giveaway, and I posted the rules of the how you have to share, subscribe, like, comment, and if I get more than 30 people involved, that's not more than 30 comments or more than 30 shares by the same person. If there is more than 30 people involved, then I will do a second drawing. But if there's less than 30, then I'm just going to do one drawing. So, if you're watching and you're interested, and it's a pretty good size box of goodies. I mean, it's got brand new things in there that have never been opened. Tape, double face tape, Tombow glue, the kind that's like this. It's got brand new ribbon, rolls of ribbon, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. And if you're interested in the giveaway, then go find my 500 subby giveaway. It's under my channel. And watch it. It's only like 9 or 10 minutes long. Like it. You gotta like it. Subscribe. And make a comment. Like I said, that'll get you an entry. If you share it, post me the link of where you shared it to. Like if you shared it to Pinterest or to Blogspot, LinkedIn, Twitter, Snapchat, anything like that. Okay? Post the link so I can follow it up. And you'll get an extra entry for every time you shared it. So if you shared it to 4 different places, then you get 4 extra entries. Okay? That still seems a little plain for me. So what I'm going to do is I have a green Sharpie that I'm just going to kind of wiggle some lines through. Nothing fancy. But yeah, so go check out the video and tell me what you think. Just be kind, you know? Because obviously, if you're going to cuss me out and call me every name in the book, then no, I'm not going to count you. But at the same time, okay, there we go. That gives it a little bit more oomph. So what do you think? And that's our 5 magnets. Now, let me see. Where did you go? But yeah, if you're interested in winning some goodies, go ahead and subscribe. Like, do what I said, all the other stuff, yada yada. See, now that right there, that's all purple and gunmetal gray. I don't know if you can see the colors very well, but I like the background on that. So, moving these others out of the way, for now I'm going to show you another way to use your Twinchies. Whoops. Whoops. Okay, I know what I mean when I say oops. What do you mean when you say oops? Yeah, see, I have tissue paper here, napkins, just all kinds of stuff to work on Twinchies. And of course those fell out. So let me put those back in this one of these plastic envelopes. That's not going to fit. There, I'll put it right there. Okay. But yeah. Actually, I'm probably have to pull all these out just to get the colors I want. Okay, so see, I even Mod Podged a napkin over some junk mail. In fact, I might use this instead. And that gives me a different avenue to go. So let's put this stuff up here real quick. And I have old baby wipes that have dried out but have different colored paints on them, pinks and greens and stuff, just like my paper towels. I keep those because I use them in junk journals and things like that, which I haven't made yet, or in a while, not yet, but okay, so let's get this stuff out of the way real quick, and we will start working on, let me see if I can find some colors that will, nope, that doesn't really go. That can go. Nope. I don't like that one. Nope. Nope. Or we could do little ones. We've got a lot of backdrop little ones. Let's see, that one. No. That one. No. Okay, let's see. So we got the blue. No. Okay, see, I don't like any of my Twinchies so far. And these are just the backgrounds. So let me see what else I have in here. Let's see. Okay, these are all no, 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 no. I'm almost thinking I don't want to use Twinchies. I might want to use my Inchies because they're smaller. And this is a smaller piece. So, I think that's what I'll do. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a minute so I can get it all together and you guys don't have to watch. Okay, I'm back. I had to get another cup of coffee too. So we did magnets. And I was going to do that one bigger page with the Twinchies, and I thought, well, I've got all of these little Inchies and don't really know what to do with them. So, what I'm going to do, and some of them have been given to me, some of them haven't. So, I'm going to kind of just, see, now I don't think that would work. I may just use a different page altogether. Only because, let me see. No, I don't want the bigger ones. See, you can use them and you can separate them. Let's see. These are, some of these are backed on cardboard. Some of these aren't backed yet. And I think I'll use the ones that aren't backed yet to lessen the, what do you call it? The weight of the project, I guess. Okay, now I like this one. This one's got some glossy accents on it. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. So now that's pretty. That's some pink. Oh, let go. Huh. Okay, we got some purple. See, I don't even know if those colors match that well, but we'll see. Okay, let's see, here's one, but I don't want to put it right under another pink one. And here's a pretty one with a face. I like that one was given to me. And I think I'll take this one out and put that one there. I'll put the face there. We'll put this face here. And we'll put that one right there. Actually, that's probably upside down, but yeah, I'm just trying to fit them all in and see how they roll. Oh, that one's kind of pretty. Oh, a lot of them are upside down, and see, that one's pretty. That one and that one, I like that. She's got a face on hers, so we'll wait. And there's a face and a minion. So that's pretty. So yeah, I need some color right there. So let's put that one right there. We'll put the two alike. So let's see, we'll put a stamp one right there. We'll put that one right there. See, sometimes it just takes a minute. Sometimes you just throw it all together and bam, it works. There's another face. There's another minion. Okay, let me throw this one here. I do want to put another purple in there because I think purple and green go together fairly well. This one has purple with some paper on it. There. Maybe that one will go there. Give it a little bit of definition. Let me see. I like... Let's put this one right here. I'm sorry if this is taking so long, but you see how you can end up with something that's pretty unique and nobody else is going to have anything like it at all. So you can pretty well guarantee your art is going to be a one-of-a-kind piece. And let's try that one right there. And a face in there. So let's do the blue. I've got a lot going on here, and sometimes it's hard to keep up with. There we go. And then we could probably get one more layer in there. Now I'm wondering if this wouldn't be better on a plain white background. You know? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think? Because obviously I have plenty of Twinchies and Inchies. Nope, let's go there. I want a face here. There we go. And I need one more. So what would go good right there? That. Okay. How does that look? What do you think? Should I do that on that, or should I do it on a plain piece of paper? I don't know. I think I'm going to do it just on this. That way I can use it and frame it or use it as a journal cover or something. I don't know. So let's put all of those aside. Let me put my tape aside because I'm not going to use tape on this. Get a couple glue sticks. Okay. Now, you use your imagination, obviously. You know, you can use these in tile, like mosaic tile around a frame. Okay, that would be awesome. And you can color coordinate that to any decor that you have in your house, or as a housewarming gift for somebody else, or a birthday present, or, you know, I mean, the options really are limited, or unlimited, I'm sorry. And just sometimes people, it's like me, for instance, me, I get a brain fart all the time. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, that's a great idea. What was I doing? Yeah. So that's just me. There we go. I had to get rid of, or get my cord loose, because I'm not going to be putting it down for a little while. And I will try to center these as best I can. So then this is all I will be doing for the next few minutes. And I don't know how to speed this up, so I apologize tremendously. If you want, I can pause this, finish this up, and then show you the final design, which is what I think I'll do, because this is going to be boring just sitting here watching me. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, I finished gluing all of the Inchies on there, and I kind of looked through my painty papers to see if I wanted to do something, and I ended up trimming this one down. I sprayed it with green shimmer spray and a stencil, and I went through what I had, and that was about what I could come up with, and I think it looks kind of cool, to be honest. There might be a little bit too much pattern, but for me, it's okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to glue this. Well, I probably can't glue it down, so let me use some tape, because the glue will dry too quickly for me to get a piece this big down. Oh, and I did want to say something. When you put the magnets on the back of your thing, I forgot. Clamp them around the edges just for a few minutes, because that way it helps the sticky from the glue adhere to the paper or the cardboard. I was looking over because I was going to take them all back into the kitchen, and I saw that some of the sides were lifting a little, so all I did was throw some clamps on it and just left them there because I got busy with this. So when I'm done with this, I'll take the clamps off and then we can see everything. So let's see what we can do with this. Now, mind you, just because my colors may not work for you doesn't mean, you know, you can't use your own colors. You may not like the pattern that I chose or the way that I put it together, but it's just a jumping off point. It's just a way to say, hey, this is another way you can use, you know, what you've already got to make beautiful art. Now for me, I am my own worst critic. Blech. I think I need about 12 more cups of coffee, because nothing I do ever looks good in my eyes. So, but if it brings a smile to somebody else's face, then that's all that's worth it. So let's hang that back up, and let's try the no fingernail pulling again. There we go. Alright, now I'm trying to keep it so that my camera sometimes doesn't allow me to zoom in or pan out or anything like that. And I find when I rewatch some of my videos to make sure I didn't mess up, that some of the stuff you see... okay, forget that side. Wait, let's do that. Maybe that'll help. Yep, that did. But sometimes I forget to stay on camera. So that's one thing that I'm working on. And I was okay until I had to move. Now I got to figure out a whole new system for myself, which is okay, you know. I mean, it's not like I had to move to Timbuktu. I just had to get all my junk out of the living room. Dad was getting a little bit fed up with it, so. Yes, I am 48 years old. I live with my dad. I take care of him. He takes care of me when I need it. We're both on disability, but I'm technically still married. Have been for 22 years now. We've just been separated for the last 12 years. And he won't give me a divorce. which is fine. You know, I don't have anybody waiting in the wings. I'm not really looking forward to the dating scene again anyway. But his big excuse is, if he divorces me, then he'll feel forced to marry the girl he left me for. Although they've been together for 11 years now, so maybe a little bit longer, but 12? Yeah, August will be 12 years. Huh. Imagine that. Okay, so I got my tape on. Let's try to center this as best we can. I need more at the top. And there we go. Okay, so this is another way to use up your Inchies and your Twinchies. And all done all together, that's what it looks like. Now, I could probably add things around the frame, but right now I can't honestly think of anything I want to add to the frame. So probably I'm going to leave it like this for a little while until I come across it and say, ooh, that would look good there, or not. So, but those were my Inchies and Twinchies ideas. I hope I helped. I hope you learned something. Remember, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my channel, okay? Click the little bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. Don't forget to visit my 500 subby giveaway video and do all the things for that. And remember, always keep the humor in life, because if not, life really, really stinks. And don't ever be afraid to art yourself silly. Thank you so much, you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.